Unconditional Joy. 3 practices to defeat jealousy and celebrate success. Is jealousy stealing your happiness? Comparison is a trap that keeps you poor. Learn the 3 Zen practices of Muditā to attract success. Watch now. Part 1. The Thief of Joy, the Hook and the Problem. Welcome to Echoes of Life. Let us speak about the secret shadow that haunts our modern digital lives. It happens in the quiet moments of your day. You are sitting alone, perhaps feeling perfectly fine, until you pick up your phone. You open a window into the lives of others. You scroll. You see a picture of a friend's engagement, a colleague's promotion, a traveler's perfect sunset, or an influencer's seemingly flawless body. In an instant, the light in your own room seems to dim. A cold, heavy stone drops into your stomach. A subtle voice whispers in your ear, "Why not me? Why are they so far ahead while I am stuck here?" This is the sting of jealousy. This is the comparison trap. President Theodore Roosevelt famously called comparison the thief of joy, and in our hyper-connected age, this thief has been given a master key to our minds, entering our consciousness hundreds of times a day to steal our peace. We rarely admit to this feeling because it carries a deep shame. We are taught that we should be happy for others. So when we feel a flash of resentment at their success, we judge ourselves. We feel petty. We feel small. We feel bitter. And so, we scroll on, carrying this hidden toxicity, creating a narrative that everyone else is living a Technicolor movie while we are stuck in a black and white documentary. This creates a profound paradox. We have never been more connected to the lives of others. Yet we have never felt more isolated in our own inadequacy. The constant stream of other people's highlight reels creates a distorted reality where it seems that success is common for everyone except you. This feeling is not just uncomfortable, it is destructive. It erodes your self-worth. It corrodes your relationships. And it blocks your own creative energy. You cannot build your own dream house if you are too busy staring enviously at your neighbor's windows. But what if I told you that this jealousy is not a sign of your bad character, but a misunderstood signal? What if the pain you feel is actually misplaced ambition? The ancient wisdom of Buddhism offers a cure for this poison. It is called mudita, often translated as sympathetic joy or unconditional joy. It is the radical practice of feeling happiness for the success of others as if it were your own. Today, we will confront the thief of joy. We will not suppress our jealousy, for suppression only makes it darker. Instead, we will alchemize it. We will walk through the 3 Zen practices to defeat the comparison trap. We will learn how to rewire your brain from a state of scarcity to a state of abundance. We will show you how to use the success of others not as a weapon to wound yourself, but as a mirror to reveal your own potential. It is time to stop the thief and reclaim your joy. Part 2. The Zero-Sum Lie, the Scarcity Mindset. To defeat jealousy, we must first understand the logic that drives it. Why does the success of another person make us feel like we have failed? Why does seeing a friend get a raise make us feel poorer? This reaction is rooted in a fundamental delusion of the ego known as the zero-sum lie. The ego views the universe through the lens of scarcity. It believes that happiness, success, love, and wealth are finite resources, like a single pie sitting on a table. The ego's logic is simple and brutal. If they take a huge slice of the pie, there is less pie for me. If they are winning, I must be losing. This zero-sum mindset is a relic of our evolutionary past. For our ancestors, resources were indeed scarce. If the tribe next door caught the buffalo, your tribe might starve. Survival depended on outperforming the competition. But in the realm of the spirit, and in the modern world of opportunity, this logic is a lie. The spiritual truth is that the universe operates on the principle of infinite abundance. Happiness is not a finite pie, it is an infinite flame. Consider a single candle burning in a dark room. If you use that candle to light a second candle, the first candle does not lose its light. It does not become dimmer. In fact, the room becomes brighter. If you light 1,000 candles from that one source, the total amount of light in the world increases, and the original flame remains undiminished. This is the essence of mudita. It is the realization that your neighbor's light does not darken your path, it actually illuminates it. When someone else finds love, the total amount of love in the world expands, making it more likely, not less likely, that love will find you. When someone else achieves a breakthrough, they raise the collective standard of what is possible, paving the way for you to follow. Jealousy is the refusal to accept this abundance. It is a contraction. It is the ego curling in on itself, terrified of being left behind. When we are jealous, we are telling the universe, there is not enough. And because the universe reflects our beliefs, we experience a reality of not enough. We create the very poverty we fear. The shift to mudita requires a cognitive revolution. We must move from competition to resonance. We must understand that we are not separate entities fighting for scraps. We are interconnected waves in the same ocean. When one wave rises, the ocean rises. By clinging to the zero-sum lie, you are locking yourself in a prison of lack. By embracing the truth of abundance, you open the door to a world where every success you see is a confirmation of your own possibilities. Part 3. Practice 1. The Muditā Pivot, Act of Celebration. Understanding abundance intellectually is one thing. Feeling it when you are scrolling through Instagram is another. We need a practical tool to break the automatic reflex of envy. This brings us to Zen Practice 1, the Muditā Pivot. Normally, when the sting of jealousy hits, when you see that post about the promotion or the perfect vacation, your mind instantly goes into defense mode. To protect your fragile ego, you begin to criticize. You think, they don't deserve that. They just got lucky. I bet they are actually miserable. They are so arrogant. This criticism is a shield. We try to lower their value to make ourselves feel higher. But this shield is heavy, and it keeps us bitter. The Muditā Pivot is the discipline of active celebration. It is the act of overriding the ego's criticism with a conscious injection of joy. Here is how it works. The moment you feel the contraction of jealousy, catch it. Do not judge yourself for feeling it. Just notice the contraction. Then, immediately and deliberately, force your mind to pivot. Say to yourself, either silently or out loud, I am so happy that this good thing happened to them. At first, this will feel fake. Your ego will scream, no, I am not happy. I am annoyed. Do it anyway. Fake it until you make it. This is not about hypocrisy. It is about neuroplasticity. You are retraining your brain. You are forging a new neural pathway that links other success with my pleasure instead of my pain. Use the powerful mantra, good for them, possible for me. This mantra bridges the gap. Good for them acknowledges their win without bitterness. Possible for me reminds you that their success is evidence that the goal is achievable. If they can do it, It means it can be done. They are the proof of concept. When you practice active celebration, you are doing something profound. You are aligning your energy with the frequency of success. If you resent money, you push money away. If you resent love, you push love away. But if you celebrate money, love, and success wherever you see it, you tell your subconscious mind, "This is good. We like this. Bring more of this." The Muditā Pivot transforms you from a critic sitting in the dark audience, throwing stones at the stage, into a supporter standing in the light. It releases the tension in your body. It softens your face. By actively choosing to celebrate, you stop drinking the poison of envy and start drinking the elixir of joy. Part 4. Practice 2. The Backstage Pass, Humanizing the Idol. The second major cause of jealousy is an unfair comparison. We compare our internal reality with everyone else's external presentation. We know our own struggles intimately. We know our anxieties, our boredom, our messy homes, and our sleepless nights. But when we look at others, especially on social media, we only see their highlight reel. We see the edited, filtered, curated peaks of their lives. We compare our blooper reel to their movie trailer. This is a rigged game. You will always lose this comparison because you are comparing a multidimensional reality to a two-dimensional image. Zen Practice 2 is the Backstage Pass. This is the mental discipline of stripping away the glamour and seeing the full human truth behind the success. It is based on the Buddhist truth of dukkha, suffering, unsatisfactoriness. No human being, no matter how successful, beautiful, or wealthy, is exempt from the first noble truth. Life contains suffering. When you look at the person you envy, use your imagination to gain a backstage pass to their life. Look past the award they are holding. Look past the smile in the photo. Ask yourself, what did they have to sacrifice to get there? What anxieties keep them awake at night? What private pains are they hiding behind that filter? Perhaps the person with the perfect career is suffering from crushing burnout and loneliness. Perhaps the couple with the perfect photos just had a screaming argument in the car 5 minutes before the picture was taken. Perhaps the wealthy entrepreneur is terrified of losing it all. This is not about wishing them ill, it is about humanizing them. It is about realizing that they are not gods, they are people. They bleed, they cry, and they fear, just like you. When you apply the Backstage Pass, you stop seeing an idol and start seeing a fellow traveler. The envy evaporates because you realize that their life is not perfect, it is just different. They have a different set of joys and a different set of burdens. You might want their prize. But would you want their pain? Would you want their entire life package, 24 hours a day, with all its hidden costs? Usually, the answer is no. This practice levels the playing field. It allows you to look at them with compassion rather than resentment. You realize that everyone is fighting a hard battle. Their success does not insulate them from the human condition. By seeing the whole picture, you free yourself from the illusion that everyone else has it figured out, and you return to a place of gratitude for your own imperfect, beautiful path. Part 5. Practice 3. The Abundance Magnet, the Law of Resonance. We have learned to pivot our reaction and humanize our idols. Now, we move to the deepest level of the practice. This is where psychology meets spirituality. We must understand that jealousy is not just a passive feeling, it is an active repellent. Zen Practice 3 is the Abundance Magnet. This practice is based on a fundamental law of the psyche. You cannot attract what you resent. If you harbor secret hatred for wealthy people, believing them to be greedy or evil, your subconscious mind will sabotage every opportunity you have to become wealthy. Why? Because your mind's primary job is to keep you consistent with your identity. If your identity says, rich people are bad, your mind will never allow you to become one. The same applies to love, happiness, and success. If you look at a happy couple and feel bitter, thinking, look at them, so fake, so annoying, you are unknowingly programming your subconscious to view relationships as something to be despised. You are building a wall between yourself and the very connection you crave. Jealousy acts as a keep out sign to the universe. The abundance magnet reverses this polarity. Instead of resenting success, you bless it. This is the ancient art of blessing. When you bless something, you acknowledge its value and you welcome its presence. The technique is simple but transformative. When you see someone achieving the exact thing you want, the job, the house, the relationship, instead of turning away, lean in, feel the sting of the desire, but then consciously overlay it with a blessing. Say to yourself, I bless this success. I bless their happiness. This is beautiful to see. By doing this, you send a powerful signal to your subconscious. This is safe. This is good. I am ready for this. You change your vibration from one of lack, I don't have it, to one of resonance, I am aligned with it. Think of success as a radio frequency. Jealousy is static noise that blocks the signal. Muditā, sympathetic joy, tunes you into the station. When you genuinely feel joy for another person's victory, your brain releases dopamine and serotonin, exactly as if you had won yourself. You get the biological benefits of winning without having to run the race. Furthermore, people can feel your energy. A jealous person emits a subtle, repelling vibe of insecurity and bitterness. A person who practices mudita emits a magnetic warmth. People want to be around those who celebrate them. By becoming a cheerleader for others, you attract mentors, allies, and opportunities that a jealous person would repel. The universe flows to where it is celebrated, not where it is tolerated. Part 6. The litmus test of friendship, true loyalty. As we deepen our practice of mudita, we must turn our gaze to our own social circles. We often think of a true friend as someone who is there for us when we fall. We say, a friend in need is a friend indeed. And while this is true, it is actually the easier half of friendship. The ultimate test of a relationship is not who cries with you when you lose. It is who cheers for you when you win. Compassion, karuna, is the ability to resonate with suffering. This comes naturally to many of us because seeing someone suffer triggers our instinct to help. It makes us feel needed, capable, and sometimes even superior. There is no threat to the ego when we are helping a friend who is down. But mudita, joy, is the ability to resonate with success. This is infinitely harder. When a friend succeeds, especially in an area where we are struggling, it triggers the ego's deepest insecurities. It shines a spotlight on our own perceived failures. Therefore, the people who can genuinely celebrate your success without a hint of shadow, competition, or backhanded compliments are your spiritual treasures. They have mastered their egos. They love you more than they love their own need to be superior. Use this as a litmus test for your circle. Observe carefully. When you share good news, Watch their micro-expressions. Do their eyes light up? Or do they dim? Do they ask excited questions? Or do they quickly change the subject back to themselves? Do they say, "That is amazing"? Or do they say, "Wow, must be nice," with a tone of sarcasm? Conversely, you must apply this test to yourself. Are you a safe harbor for your friend's joy? Can they bring their victories to you without fear of making you feel bad? If you find that you struggle to be happy for them, do not shame yourself. Use the tools we have learned. Use the Muditā Pivot. Use the Backstage Pass. Your goal is to become a person who is as safe for joy as you are for sorrow. When you become a generator of mudita, you elevate the entire quality of your friendships. You create a culture of abundance where everyone's win is a collective win. You stop competing with your tribe and start ascending with them. Part 7. The Infinite Flame, the State of Unconditional Joy. When you consistently practice the Muditā Pivot, the Backstage Pass, and the Abundance Magnet, you eventually arrive at a state of consciousness that the Zen masters call the Infinite Flame. Most people live their lives relying on conditional joy. Their happiness is entirely dependent on their own personal circumstances. If I win, I am happy. If I lose, I am sad. This is a very fragile and limited way to live. It means your joy is restricted to the tiny sliver of the universe that is you. Since one person can only achieve so much, your access to joy is severely capped. Mudita breaks the walls of the self. It allows you to access unconditional joy. Imagine if you could feel genuine happiness every time anyone in the world succeeded. Suddenly, your sources of joy expand from one person, yourself, to 8 billion people. When you tap into mudita, you are never starved for good news. Somewhere in the world right now, a child is learning to walk. Somewhere, a cancer patient just got the all clear scan. Somewhere, 2 people are falling in love for the first time. Somewhere, an artist just finished their masterpiece. If you can learn to resonate with that joy, you become plugged into an infinite power source. You are no longer riding the roller coaster of your own ego. You are floating on the ocean of collective human experience. This is the ultimate freedom from the ego. The ego wants to be special. The spirit wants to be connected. The ego wants to be the only one. The spirit knows we are all one. In this state, the success of another does not diminish you, it completes you. You realize that we are all playing different positions on the same team. If the striker scores a goal, the goalkeeper doesn't get jealous, the goalkeeper celebrates. Because the team has won. Humanity is the team. When anyone rises, the potential of the species rises. Living in this state of the infinite flame brings a profound, deep relaxation. You no longer have to be the best, the richest, or the most famous to experience the peak of joy. You just have to be open. You can sit on a park bench, watch a stranger smile, and feel a wave of bliss wash over you. You become a conduit for the universe's happiness. The thief of joy has been banished, and the master of joy has taken the throne. Part 8. Final Echoes. Light the candle. We have journeyed from the dark, cramped prison of comparison to the expansive, light-filled world of unconditional joy. You now understand that jealousy is not a verdict on your worth, it is simply a misunderstanding of abundance. You now possess the 3 Zen practices to defeat the thief. Practice 1. The Muditā Pivot, using active celebration to rewire your brain. Practice 2. The Backstage Pass, seeing the suffering behind the success to humanize the idol. Practice 3. The Abundance Magnet, blessing what you want to attract. Remember this fundamental truth. Lighting another's candle does not dim your own. It only makes the world brighter for both of you. You do not have to choose between your success and theirs. In the economy of the spirit, we all rise together. Embrace this final challenge, today, right now. Think of one person in your life who has recently achieved something good, a person you might have felt a twinge of jealousy toward. Pick up your phone, send them a message, say, "I was thinking about your success, and I just wanted to say how genuinely happy I am for you. You deserve it." Do it even if your hands shake. Do it even if your ego resists. The moment you press send, you will feel the chains loosen. You will feel the space in your heart open up. You are no longer a victim of comparison. You are a creator of joy. Thank you for walking this path of light with echoes of life. If the promise of trading jealousy for infinite joy resonated with your spirit, subscribe to our channel and join our community of abundant hearts. Like this video to help the algorithm share this cure for envy with others who are stuck in the comparison trap. And finally, share this video with someone you are proud of, and tell them why. Until our next lesson on the compassionate heart, may you be free from envy. May you be full of light, and may you celebrate the world as you celebrate yourself.